Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into the sources on John F. Kennedy, JFK. We want to understand his accomplishments, sure, but also the strategy, the vision, the resilience behind it all.
Absolutely. It's really a fascinating look at communication, leadership under pressure. And for you listening, there's a lot here about handling complex situations, setting bold goals.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Privileged upbringing, yes, but also intense pressure, right, from his father especially. And he wasn't always healthy either, lots of struggles.
Yeah, those early health issues, scarlet fever, the chronic back problems,
Yeah.
they definitely tested him. But it maybe forged some of that endurance we saw later. At Harvard, he got serious about political ideas.
Right, that's when he wrote Why England Slept. Became a bestseller, surprisingly.
It did. A sharp look at pre-war appeasement. But then came World War II, and that really changed his trajectory.
The PT-109 incident, it's legendary. His boat gets rammed, cut in two by a Japanese destroyer.
And he doesn't just survive. He leads his crew, towing one injured man for miles,
Yeah.
holding the life vest strap in his teeth. Real heroism.
Earned him medals, the Purple Heart. He had that famous quip about it later, didn't he?
He did. It was easy. They cut my PT boat in half. Classic Kennedy wit, masking, incredible grit.
So that heroism, plus his brother Joe Jr.'s death, kind of pushed him into the political path meant for Joe.
Seems that way. He moved pretty quickly then. House, Senate, building his profile, and then profiles in Courage in '57.
The Pulitzer Prize for that added intellectual weight.
Definitely. Then came the big run in 1960. He had hurdles, though. His youth and his Catholicism was a big deal back then.
How'd he tackle those? Strategically, I mean.
Well, the religion thing, he met it head on, assured people about church and state separation. But the real game changer, television.
The debates with Nixon.
Exactly. It wasn't just what they said. Kennedy looked, well, presidential. Relaxed, tanned, comfortable on camera. Nixon didn't. It basically made TV the political medium overnight. Kennedy just mastered it.
So he gets to the White House, the new frontier. But his domestic plans, they kind of stalled at first, didn't they?
Yeah, Congress pushed back. Tax cuts eventually passed, but later. So he pivoted, using his executive power for things that became iconic.
Like the Peace Corps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Executive Order 1924. Symbol of American idealism, sending young volunteers out. And then, of course, the huge foreign policy crises.
You mean the Cuban Missile Crisis? Closest we ever came to nuclear war.
Terrifyingly close. His strategy was this mix of public firmness, the naval quarantine, but also intense, risky back-channel diplomacy, trading missiles in Turkey for missiles in Cuba, high-stakes stuff.
And the space race, putting a man on the moon, that wasn't just about technology, was it?
No, it was about national purpose, a grand challenge. He gave that speech at Rice University.
We choose to go to the moon.
Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Just perfectly captured that aspirational, strategic vision. That same power came through in Berlin, too.
Ich bin ein Berliner. Standing firm against communism and pushing for civil rights, laying the groundwork for the '64 Act.
Right. He didn't live to see it signed, but his advocacy was crucial.
So thinking about today, what are the key lessons? What can we, take away from JFK's approach?
I think it's that courage to aim high, to tackle the hard things like Apollo or the Peace Corps, even when it's politically difficult. And also his sense of urgency. He warned about Latin America.
The quote about peaceful revolution?
Yeah. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. A stark warning about the dangers of inaction, basically.
And he asked a lot of people, too. That quote from his acceptance speech about the new frontier. It wasn't an offer, it was a demand, right?
Pretty much. Not what I intend to offer, but what I intend to ask of them. That call to service, it still resonates. You see it in his approval ratings, even now. That whole Camelot idea persists.
A brilliant and shining moment, as the sources put it.
It does raise a final question, though, something for you to ponder. His death, tragically, gave his unfinished work this powerful moral force. So does a leader's lasting impact depend more on the vision they set out or on the circumstances, sometimes tragic, of how their time ends?